Perhaps. Professor, who are you, Professor?
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist. Where's Dr. Dekker?
Much abused.
सुनाने का साले बन ला क्या?
Is he really? Actually dead? Hmm? Not a worthy adversary after all, then.
ठीक ही देख रहा भाई, सही में मर गया.
Dr. Dekker challenged me. He tried to use my theories against me. Quantum theories. Do you really want to know? Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He didn't believe in quantum physics. As if it's something that you can optionally believe in. Well, it started with an experiment. Have you heard of quantum suicide, Doctor? Quantum suicide is a thought experiment that tries to explain the many worlds theory. You're looking at me blankly. I can see that you don't understand. I knew you wouldn't. Alternate universes. Essentially, if I were to shoot myself, then in some alternate universe, I'd still be alive. Now imagine if I could actually choose that universe. I'm taking a product off a supermarket shelf. Well, I simply applied that logic to something different.
Oh, सही वे.
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby I would visit a casino and place a very large bet at the roulette table. Now, I would always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability. But then, I changed the parameter.
What parameter?
Why not? My wife Vanessa left me for a neurosurgeon. She emptied our entire combined wealth into her barrister's wallet. I needed more money. Physics provided me with a solution.
Parameter change.
Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment. So I simply upped the stakes. Every time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel, and it worked. For a while.
फिर पकड़ लिया?
Dr. Dekker killed it, and I can't get it back.
कैसे?
Well, my theory, quantum gambling. If the stakes are high enough, you will win every time by simply shifting your consciousness into that branch that wins. It's tricky, but it can be done. Dr. Dekker didn't like that. He saw me becoming rich and powerful, and he hated that. That's why he proffered the hangman's paradox.
What is hangman's paradox?
Well, imagine a judge sentences you to death. Now, it will be Monday or Tuesday next week. But it will be a surprise. Well, which day do you think you'll be executed?
Monday.
Mangala.
Well, it can't be Tuesday, because if you're still alive on Monday at midnight, then you know you'll be executed on Tuesday, so it won't be a surprise. Conversely, it can't be Monday either, because, well, you'll be expecting it to be Monday by deduction. Hence, a paradox.
कुछ समझ आएगा पंचोदी क्या बोल गया?
He told me that sometime in the future I would lose a bet, that I would lose all of my money. Now, this didn't seem likely because I had quantum gambling on my side and it was working. But he undermined me. He made me doubt myself. And then it happened. Recently, I lost everything that I'd managed to build up since Vanessa left me.
अब पूछ उसकी बीवी के बारे में, मादरचोद के बारे में.
Honestly? Well, I think he feared quantum physics. He didn't like things being explained in terms of science, almost as if he'd preferred chaos. We were married for 14 years, 7 months and 3 days. Vanessa couldn't have children. At least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science. It wasn't to be, though. Well, yes, it bothered me, especially now that I find out that she's pregnant. Oh, no, it wasn't a rocket scientist that was required, but a brain surgeon, it seems.
Nalai. Nah, that way.
His darkest timeline. But I'm not a killer, it would seem. I was at a fundraiser for a charity called Mind Stretch Outreach. Don't know how I got roped into that, can't remember. But it was full of very clever children with bizarre outlooks on life. And Jaya. It was Jaya who asked me to go.
जया तो अपने घर पे चितवा रही थी.
How will you know Jaya?
It's full of poor kids with very capable minds. I did give them a talk on quantum tunneling once, and they loved it. Not sure it'll put dinner on the table for any of them, though. You're going to have to Google that, Doctor, I'm afraid. I'm not a walking Wikipedia. I'd love to tell you, but I am paying you by the hour. Maybe look up Schrodinger's cat whilst you're there. Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant. I imagine she's your lovely assistant now.
Yes.
Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session. That smile. Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about my problem now?
तेरा भी कोई प्रॉब्लम है क्या?
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist.
Okay.
I need more money.
Okay.
It's true I've run out of money for my research.
हम नहीं देने वाले.
An opportunity has arisen. Quantum gambling. It's a pet project. It's got nothing to do with work. But if I don't have significant amounts of money to lose, then there won't be enough jeopardy for the experiment to work. A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want to talk or anything like that. They want a practical illustration.
क्या को अपलोड करना?
किसका?
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette. Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high I can't possibly lose. What do you think, Doctor? Should I take them up on their offer?
Yes. बात कर सारे लोग.
क्या था निखिल?
Yes, take the offer.
क्या था निखिल?
अरे गाड़ लेना बे. सुनना रिपीट करके पूरा इतना लंबा बोला हूँ उसने.
I can't lose, Doctor.
हाँ, बर्बाद कर.
ए? हमारा भी बाकी था ना. मार दिया क्या भी? नेक्स्ट डे
कहाँ गया?
मर गया वो. गया लगता.
बच्चा गया मदरचोद. बोर कर रहा.
Oh,
stop looking at me like that. You've made me do this. I don't try and escape. You're all tied up. Now tell me the truth. Is this a dream?
Yes. Oh my.
मदरचोद इस पे तो हिला के गिरा हूँ मैं.
पक्का था ना वो अपने भी मेरे को सदमा लगा तू और दूसरा सदमा दे मेरे को
क्या सदमा लगा तेरे को?
अरे उसमें मैं इंस्टाग्राम देख रहा था माता चंद ने अपने शादी की फोटो अपने और पति के साथ डाल रही
ये ले.
no
Yes,
no
it's a
no
rape.
it's not real
That's the wrong answer, Doctor.
लौड़े.
This is most definitely a dream. Now, tell me, do you believe that people can have kinetic powers?
yes sir हाँ बोल रहा माली की सारी देखो फिर
छूत लौड़ी मादर.
रिकॉर्डिंग रखना भैया
हाँ.
स्पेशली शॉट ले रही थी ऐसी लाइक देखे ऐसे लगते ना पता
I think you like it when I hurt you, Doctor.
Yes.
अरे क्या बोले भाई
People
क्या करना हुआ
obviously have kinetic
उसने बोला पावर ऑन
powers.
रहती है मैंने बोला.
That's how I'm here. Testing
तेरे नो भी
you.
हुआ लेकिन
ये
मैं
मारते
मारता
हैं.
How do we treat people with kinetic powers? Do we encourage them or do we discourage them?
रुक जा आजा आजा माँ की लौड़ी ऊपर आ जा. Should encourage people.
Oh, Doctor.
नहीं
How
करना है
disappointing. We've been through this already. Encouraging them to use their powers just makes them worse. That's what Dr. Dekker did. Look at him now. I thought you were different. I thought we'd get on, but I'm wrong. Enjoy your sleep, Doctor.
देखा बोला ना नो बोलना सारे मेरी बात नहीं माना फिर भी जेल देता है मुझे
क्या
रिपीट होता क्या रिपीट होगा क्या
पता नहीं.
डिब्बू दबा बटन ले आओ क्या अच्छा वो कौन करता है
No. No. Repeat.
Someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was ice.
We could try shifting that.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and that broke. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are grateful if you could see your way to declaring me insane, or at least temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
It may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Poor dreams.
Morning, Doctor. You're looking a bit unwell.
लौड़ी मादर चोद वो तेरा कपड़ा पहन के आना तब वाला.
Have a look at this. I found it in Dropbox. Apparently, Dr. Dekker lent Marianna some money. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? I also got the toxicology report back from Officer Yates, and shocker, Dr. Dekker had... Sorry, you just have to read it. I should have spoiler alert tattooed on my forehead. And can we not do the grief counselling thing today? I'm all sorts of behind on work and I'm getting more stressed out watching it all pile up. If you need anything though, I'm here.
ए तेरे को नहीं करेंगे तो किसको करेंगे
क्या मस्त राणा.
अभी देख भारत ने इसको पैसे कितना दिया देख तो
ये तो सब फेल है अभी. सभी फेल है अभी. लोन अमाउंट 15,000 पाउंड्स. 15,000 पाउंड. 1 पाउंड मतलब 80 रुपए. अरेंजमेंट फी 1 पाउंड. इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट 0% इंटरेस्ट पे दिया उसने. Borrower agrees to accept the sum of loan amount and repay the loan within the month 36 month का. The sum of loan will be transferred to lender into account. रहनी चाहिए. The lender also agrees to consider that the loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement as long as this event occur within the term of agreement. Okay. Sorry, the loan repaid in full should they die. टॉक्सिकोलॉजी रिपोर्ट. हाँ ना टॉक्सिकोलॉजी रिपोर्ट बोलते हैं उसको. इथेनॉल पॉजिटिव. बेंजोडाइजेपिन पॉजिटिव. नींद की गोलियां खिलाई हुई थी. दारू पिलाया हुआ था. marianna
उसके पहले कोई है
निथन
पूछो या पूछो
marianna निथन तेरा बंदा है
I feel thirsty, Doctor. And hot.
अरे
Do you have any water?
yes I have my water
yes yes
वो दूसरा दूसरे
I've been drinking a lot of water recently.
फुल लगा के आई बालों में मार के लो
I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't. I've been feeling this way for a while.
मरमेड है क्या
It's getting worse because I didn't go to the sea. It's like I'm having
having what
I don't feel well. I feel sick most of the time, dizzy, thirsty. Got a head fog like you wouldn't believe. My doctor, Dr. Rose, sent me for blood tests.
पैसे मंगेंगे बोल
Dr.
के
Rose
देना दे
thinks
पैसे
maybe I have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor,
मैं घर पे तरफ
is calling me.
क्या पायरेट है कि मरमेड है मदर चोत्तो
This sounds crazy, but I can hear the sea. It's like an alarm going off in my head. Do you know where the sea is? From here? It's over there. Wherever I am, I know exactly where the sea is. It's like a compass.
बहन की लोड़ी
I have this recurring dream.
बता कौन चोटता देखो ग्रुप के सोता
I'm
हूँ
at the beach.
गैंग
I
में
strip and walk into the sea. The sea feels warm and comforting. Not cold and harsh like you'd think. I swim down to the bottom of the ocean. I can breathe freely. I can breathe water. On the ocean floor ahead of me, there's a beautiful creature. A glowing being with wispy limbs. It's so warm. I'm transfixed. But my feet shift. I'm unsteady. Below me, the floor is woven in human flesh. Dead bodies, but some of them still struggling for life. These are the ones touching me, gripping my feet. I scream. That's when I wake up.
पगली लोड़ी
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
पागल नहीं है तेरे जैसे ना वो डेकर जैसे दिमाग खराब जैसे I have that dream no I don't have that dream
It's horrific and beautiful at the same time.
आज मैं नहाने को ना तो बहुत सही
ना पगली लोड़ी
तुमको ठीक करने के बाद तो हम पागल हो
पागल
गए
होके भगने पड़े इधर उधर पत्थर मार रहे Was the glowing being has anyone else followed you
He lent me some money to start my business.
What
It
business
was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction would do me good. I don't think he expected me to trawl the beach for treasure and sell it online.
रुक जा यार माता चुप अरे अरे रुक यार
Dr. Dekker thought I had too much time on my hands, so a distraction would do me good. He lent me 15,000, all in all.
बिस्ती जारी तो
It's a dream, Doctor. Stranger things happen in dreams.
तो लौड़ी बता ना क्या है, ग्लोइंग लौड़ा रहता क्या रहता?
I hear a sound like singing, calling me.
भोसड़ी
It
वाली,
gets stronger when
भोसड़ी
I
वाली,
face it, when I
अरे
move
भोसड़ी वाली,
towards it.
देख देख देख.
That's how I know where the sea is. But when I don't go to the sea, I feel like the sound gets louder all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping.
मेरे साथ सो जा.
Perhaps I need sleeping tablets after all.
Okay. अब पूछते उसको do it.
What's temazepam? Why are you asking?
मतलब क्या है तेरा बेटा?
I don't take sleeping pills. Never have done. When you suffer blackouts already, you don't really get offered anything like that.
शानपना मत कर.
I've seen Dr. Dekker drink, but not that much. Certainly not during our sessions. He had other things on his mind, I'm sure.
डेकर, डबल डेकर.
Do you forget anything from our sessions, Doctor? People follow me to the beach. I don't know who they are, and I don't know what happens to them. I don't always get followed though, so it doesn't explain my blackouts. I said I don't know what happens to them.
मार के
It's not
खाती होगी तू.
always to the beach. Sometimes they follow me home.
हाँ?
वो बताया था ना उसने बेडरूम में लेके जाती है. Where is your
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
Hey, why would I come to your
I
house?
don't know. I didn't kiss you.
ये?
You just followed me.
क्या बोल रही है? हमको तो गुजरात में नहीं. कम से कम
I
किस करते
don't
मुझे दिखा
feel
रही है.
comfortable here, Doctor. I'd like to leave.
हमने कुछ ठीक है.
You know I never rang your doorbell. Have you been dancing recently? Has Nathan
पहला तो पहले अपन अपने आप को क्लियर करेंगे.
I can stop you having blackouts. Tell me about the referral letter.
If you say so, it must have been your twin then.
ए पकड़ी करी.
My twin.
I don't know if I have a twin. Do you have a twin, Doctor?
क्यों दिया है यार?
Yes.
No.
I know you don't. It was definitely you, wearing what you're wearing now.
उससे पागल लौड़े यार सबके सब.
हमको पागल बना के जाएगा क्या होता है? डांस से कर लेते.
It's a referral letter, Doctor.
किसने
Don't
भेजा था?
overthink it. A girl can't be too careful with everything that's been going on. No, there's been no dancing.
डिबे
I haven't been feeling well today. You said it with such a serious look on your face, I almost believed you. It would be good if you had some kind of superpower that helped me, but I don't think so. He's the cute, sad-looking one, isn't he? He asked me out, and I said I'd let him know. Do you think I should go out with him?
Nope.
नहीं पागल हो. No.
Doctor, I didn't take you for the jealous type.
Oh my.
Feeling a bit jealous?
Yes. आया क्या ऑप्शन दे दे आओ.
Yes.
Well, maybe you should ask me out properly sometime. Just not today.
क्यों?
Why not today? Oh.
नेथन के माथ चोटता लोग सारे तेरी हिम्मत कैसे हुई हमारी लड़कियों पर लाइन मारने की.
ना भोसड़ी वाले.
यही है ना नेथन?
और पगले लौड़े.
I'm feeling good. I ran into one of your other patients,
माँ चोट.
Marianna. She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
नहीं नहीं बोलता.
Temazepam is the same sleeping pill Dr. Dekker prescribed me. Why would he mix those with alcohol? People are such idiots. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
कौन सा ड्राइवर भाई? हम क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
Alcohol isn't something I usually notice on people until they're slurring and weaving around. Was Dr. Dekker an alcoholic? Probably. I never saw him drink though.
तो कैसे हुआ साले?
The truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced, apparently. He killed himself. He makes sleeping pills with alcohol too.
Oh boy.
He died in his garage.
क्या हो रहा है यार ये?
इतनी मारा क्या? हर कोई लग रहा था मारा उसने.
He'd been drinking. Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window. Not until he put his daughter in the seat first.
Did the truck driver's daughter died as well?
It's one of those newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know I wrote him a letter?
चुतिया क्या तू?
Dr. Dekker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver. I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault. But the thing that made me feel best was blaming him. I think maybe he killed himself because of me.
हाँ.
Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor?
Yes. Yes.
I didn't think you'd say that. I think in the court of law, I wouldn't be found guilty. There was a picture of his daughter in the paper. Molly. Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye. Like she's watching me. Crazy, right?
वो साइड में.
शोध लोग हैं यार आपको भी
What
फंसा
are you
रहे
trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
I want cure his patient. I want to find out who killed him.
It's been nice chatting with you, don't get me wrong, but I can't help but feel you're mainly interested in finding out about the old doctor. I suppose you already know Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him.
Why did doctor think patient trying to kill him?
He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad. Not good messages.
कैसे messages?
He didn't tell me anything specific. Just death threats. It was one of his many rants. I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotise me again. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting. He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble. I think he was bluffing. My solicitors assured me that I wouldn't have to discuss anything about my child, so I'm not going to. Concentrate on my state of mind, and let me worry about other things. Please do. I wish I could believe you. I can't really explain it, but she seems like such a friendly person. I think the police are barking up the wrong tree. I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl anyway.
क्यों भाई बाकी लोगों के पास को जाना?
हो गया उसका.
जया.
ये पहले कैसा गई है?
हाइट माँ की लौड़ी नहीं क्या गंदा कपड़ा पहन क्या करे?
ठीक है. चश्मा निकाल दो उसका. How are you doing?
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work. I don't know if you know, but Professor Alderby used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that. I didn't think you'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway. Mostly it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
अरे यार
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult of the Kinetic Mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
तो बोर भोसड़ी वाली उसमें कितना मस्त लग रही थी.
Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle. The patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example. If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
The psychoanalysis usually poses a danger to
The
therapists.
danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Dekker loved paradoxes. His favourite was the grandfather paradox.
Time travel वाला.
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But if you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather. It's a time traveller's chicken and egg, if you will.
अरे 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 गॉड देखो कि आपको खतरनाक गिरी हो रही.
Some people would say Dr. Dekker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
Do you take something?
I don't take sleeping tablets, never have. I'm not allowed to prescribe either. Dr. Dekker had me try to forge his signature once, but I was woeful. I've been known to drink, not as much at the moment, not as much as Dr. Dekker did. He kept at least one bottle in his desk drawer at all times. You can't imagine the amount of times I wanted to sneak in and have some.
और कितनी मस्त दिखती हो वो ख्वाब में तो बहुत प्यारी लग रही थी.
I suppose it's possible that somebody spiked his drink. Most people probably knew he had a bottle in his desk. Wouldn't have been that hard to empty out some capsules into it. Maybe the police should get fingerprints?
शानपना कर तू. फिंगरप्रिंट बता.
Yes, yes.
I'll go and suggest it. Make sure nobody touches the bottle in the meantime.
Why did Dr. Dekker want to remove the book from videos? Did Dekker have any psychology? How well do you know Professor Albright?
I like Professor Alderby.
माँ की
He
चूत
turned
तेरी
me onto
मदर
that
चोत.
book I've been raving about.
दूर रहेंगी तुझसे.
तेरा सबसे ब्रेकअप का रुक.
What book have you been reading about?
Cult of the Kinetic Mind. I should start selling them myself.
Search कर तो Cult of the Kinetic Mind. Are you feeling stressed?
There's a lot of stress in here. We're dealing with people's lives. How do you relax, Doctor?
तेरे चोट के.
तेरे अंदर जड़ूंगा मैं.
Just imagine कर उसने बोली तू कैसे रिलेट कर सकता है? तेरे चोट की क्या? अरे मतलब तुम हो ना साथ में तो. Cult of.
I relax by writing. I relax by playing sport. I relax by playing games.
Cult of क्या था?
I love
Cult of
video
Kinetic
games.
Mind.
I just wish they'd make ones with strong female
K-I-N-E-T-I-C.
protagonists. Sorry, I'd settle for any female protagonists.
K-I-N-E-T-I-C. Kinetic Mind. सच में बुक है क्या वो?
पता नहीं गेम है शायद. गेम है वो. इस टीम में आया ना
अच्छा यही बोल रहे हो, यही गेम में है वो, यही इस गेम का बोल रहे हो कि हमने भी ढूंढा है बट हमको बुक नहीं मिली. गेम में दिया है लेकिन.
I bet you like dance music. I don't know why.
I like music, yes. सबको म्यूजिक पसंद है
Shruti
लगभग.
of music. I like.
I love food. It will be my downfall. Stress eating is the worst.
I like.
Mariana thought I played hockey. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
marianna क्या
मर्दाना.
है यार तू अपना
अरे
बता.
अरे 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 कागज पिक्के मारी खाली.
हम भी सच मारेंगे अपना रन.
हाँ ऐसे दूर से रपक को मुंह पे मारेंगे.
I have no idea. Maybe he was an undercover secret agent. Maybe he was getting more annoying as time progressed. You're not, though. You're lovely. Is this a good time to ask for a raise?
देखी क्या मुंह में.
Wow. I was kidding, but thank you, Doctor. I'll take that as a yes. Don't worry, I'll sort it all
और रेस
out.
क्वेश्चन पूछा था. You are not getting a raise. Did the Dekker have any psychiatrist?
Dr. Dekker is definitely dabbled in that stuff. I'm not
दो
sure
रुपए
to
कल
what
से पेमेंट मिल
extent.
जाएगा. बस 2 बार लेना पड़ेगा. जितने बार लेंगे उतना
Dr.
बढ़ेगा.
Dekker told me he was adopted. His birth mother only turned up 5 years ago because she wanted money for her experimental cancer treatment. I'm not sure how much it cost or even if he had the money, but he didn't do it, and she became one mean mother.
ये है क्या? ये क्या पहन के आई है ये?
Hilda died last night. I was there. Well, I was there as her daughter. It was nice. She had a good death. She got to say what she wanted to say.
पकड़ा गई है क्या? अच्छी मौत क्या होती भाई?
Hilda was Hilda to the end. I was the doting daughter. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I love you, Mum. Then Hilda, with almost her last breath, looks me straight in the eye and says, "Don't let them take Amelia."
Amelia.
Do you have access to sleeping pills? Put sleep on.
Obviously, I'm a nurse. I
Okay.
can get access to sleeping tablets pretty easily, but it's not really that hard. It's probably the same for Jaya. She works for a doctor.
वही जया के खिलाफ हमारे मन में गंदगी मत डाल.
तेरा थोबड़ा देख उसके थोबड़ा देख हजार.
Tell me about
Jaya
Jaya.
seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work in a place like this.
ए क्या मतलब?
भगाने काम करती.
I just mean, get all these weird people coming here. I mean, I've met some of them out in the waiting room. I know they're just people, but a couple of them have seriously given me the creeps. She's a slightly older one, isn't she? Always well dressed? Yes, her. I'm pretty good at picking up on people's energy, and hers is cold. Actually, I think I sort of know her. Claire Castleford, isn't it? Apparently, she attacked her husband or something. I don't know if he was an alcoholic or anything, but Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink. He was drinking the day he died. Well, we both were, actually. It must be very stressful being a therapist. Do you find it stressful, Doctor?
No, I find it enjoyable.
Maybe you're just tired then. You should get some rest.
भाग रहा क्या?
नहीं बोला तो भी बोलती.
I can't remember exactly, but something in that session had shaken me up, so Dr. Dekker poured me a drink to calm my nerves. I didn't really have much. I'm not much of a drinker. I think of Dr. Dekker every time one of my patients dies. It makes me remember how he didn't care about his mum. He was a good therapist. He was a lousy son. I was angry at Dr. Dekker. Hilda's daughter, she's in Australia, so fair enough. Maybe she really couldn't get over to see her.
But Dr. Dekker's mum was dying literally on the other side of town, and he just couldn't be bothered. I shifted for her, but in a way I wish I hadn't, because it let Dr. Dekker off the hook, you know? I didn't realise how little he cared until I told him the news. Amelia's Hilda's doll. She used to have about 9 or 10 of them, all
अरे क्या पूरी दुनिया पागल है क्या इनकी?
cross-eyed and creepy looking with
और यार
frilly dresses.
वो क्या गेम खत्म होते होते
आप डॉल लेके बैठ के क्यों
आप ना इसको चुदने लगेगा ऐसा एकदम पागल पड़ जाएगा आप
They weren't very hygienic. But we let her keep one, and that was Amelia. You've never seen me angry, have you, Doctor? Don't say things like that when you don't mean them. It causes upset.
पागल है क्या?
What happened to Hilda?
I'm keeping her safe until I can pass her on to Hilda's daughter. Maybe she'll fly over for the funeral. I don't know. Are you okay, Doctor? You look a bit pale.
ए मनोज दूर है.
उसने बोला था ना कि मैं मार दूंगी, मैं गुस्से में नहीं देखा. अरे वो है ही नहीं है. जल्दी पूछ कर.
Yes, I told Dr. Dekker. Most other people wouldn't have believed me, but he did. In fact, he cared far more about the shifting than he did about his mum dying.
पागल है क्या भाई?
For a moment, I thought he might cry. Just for a split second. But he didn't. He just carried on with our session. I wish I knew what went on there. Jaya probably knows. She spent quite a long time with Sarah when she visited.
Did you ever try shifting for Dr. Dekker?
Yes, once. I wanted to show him what I could do so he could see for himself. I took his hand, I told him to think of a loved one, and then there was nothing. I mean, literally nothing, just an empty void. The only thing I could feel was his hand holding mine. I'm pretty sure without that I'm not sure I could have paid it back.
प्यार करती है क्या उसको?
How steady?
Harry hasn't been into work for a few days. I hope there's nothing wrong with her.
पेल तो नहीं थी उसको?
Harry and I are never going to be best friends, but I wouldn't wish her ill.
इसको डाउट डाला बेटा है बीच में.
I referred myself because of Dr. Dekker's mother. Was I supposed to have a letter?
You fucking bitch.